Good morning, everyone. It's that time where I take a nap and Stephen entertains you for 2 hours.
You said 2 lies. 2 different lies. Hi. Sorry, I was trying to time this right, and I did it pretty well. Finally trying these. Birthday cake cereal. I don't like my cereal to get soggy, so I had to pour that and then come on up.
You watched me and we discussed me do this. Like, we
I
talked
know,
about how
it's
I wasn't having a glass of milk to drink.
First things first.
Although I do have more milk now.
First things first. This is exactly the same shape and consistency as the other Timbit cereal.
Yeah.
Like identical. The other one was chocolate and this one is different. But as far as like the shape and consistency and texture or whatever, it's literally the exact same thing. Trying to identify the closest thing I could compare this to in terms of taste though.
I prefer these. But I'm not a fan of chocolate cereals. I never was.
Okay, I have a comparison, but I don't want to say it and skew your opinion, so I want you to come up with your own comparison. But I have something I think this tastes like.
Birthday cake?
Yeah, but I mean, birthday cake is really vague. You know what I mean? Like, if you say birthday cake, that...
Proper birthday cake, like what I had.
Funfetti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This tastes... Tell me if I'm off the mark here. You know the marshmallows in Lucky Charms? This is the same flavor as those.
It's close.
That's what I would say. Obviously, completely different texture. I don't like the marshmallows in Lucky Charms. They're squeaky and... but that flavor, that aftertaste...
See, I wish this had those.
Like that aftertaste, that's exactly what this is. To me. So... just pure cardboard sugar. Well...
Yeah.
That's what cereal is. But... comparing the two, I don't know which one I like more. They're basically the same. I think they're basically the same. Anyway, hi! Sorry, it's imperative I eat this before it gets soggy.
Animal Crossing update today.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never played before, watch out. On the art.
Oh. Speaking of milk. I was like, it's gonna make my cereal soggy. It's gonna make everyone else soggy. Joltre with 10 gift subs there with Milk Bomb. Joltre, thank you. Also, that was very ominous. If you've never played before, you better watch out. And I'm like, God. Like, there's this one villager, and he'll cut you.
Red, yeah.
I mean... do we know that's still in the game?
I've seen some Twitter stuff.
I know that's kind of the whole shtick of it, but like... yeah. So, the update contains Crazy Red, who is a who sells art, and some of the art is fake, and you have to like inspect it.
My art degree comes in handy.
You have an advantage that most of us don't have.
You're right.
So it's not very fair.
Some of it's fake, And if you compare it to the real painting, it's sometimes easier than others to tell if it's fake or not. So like in the old games, I know the new one isn't like this because this is a specific tweet I saw. In the old game, the Mona Lisa, she had her hands one way and then the other way. And the way that it isn't on the actual painting is the fake one. So you have to see if she's there, how her hands are. But the new game, it's not her hands. Her hands are the same in both. She has like this crazy facelift and like crazy cheekbones. Because I saw that on Twitter and I sent that to Carly and Lindsay as a heads up.
Honestly, I want the fake ones.
You see her?
Fake one sounds fun. I'm gonna devote a room in my house to the fake ones.
Post this in mod.
That sounds kind of enjoyable.
So like one used to be the discus thrower, which is a famous statue of a guy throwing like a track and field discus. And in the original, it's a smooth stone, and in the fake, it looks like a UFO. That was how the old games were, but if they changed the Mona Lisa, I bet they changed a lot of them.
Mm. I finished that chocolate cereal a while back now.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had cereal in a little bit. I got like another bite. I don't like how it leaves the milk. It makes
it looks like it has like
it makes
sprinkles in it.
funfetti milk. And I don't need that in my life. Same consistency and shape of corn pops though. Well, corn pops are like glazed. These aren't glazed. Dumb. Who pooped? Did you poop? Did you poop?
Yeah, he did. Kepler just ran up the stairs, and his tail is like this big around.
Did you poop?
Which means he went to the bathroom.
I'm pretty sure he pooped. Sometimes poop chases him. You want pee here?
Come on, Kippy.
All right, now breakfast stream can proceed as normal. I finished my cereal, and I've asked Kep if he pooped. My hair's getting crazy.
Yeah.
I've been upstairs working last night, and then I went down to see Mao since it was bedtime. When I walked in, she was like, "Man, your hair is crazy," and I was like, "Because it's real floofy." And I normally never let it get this long, but extraordinary times. And like at some point we might try and cut it ourselves, but I kind of like it. So I'm just gonna let go and see what happens. Another milk bomb from Cobalt Custard.
Well, when you get tired of it,
Thank you, Cobalt.
I'll be happy to shave it all off.
Whoa!
It's all going.
All of my
all
hair?
Of it. Mm-hmm.
Like you'll make me bald?
Well, I was gonna cut it down first and then use your shaver on it.
You didn't answer my
electric razor?
question.
Wouldn't that make you bald? It'd be like a buzz cut.
Coffee.
I don't know if I want that
I am
little
about
hair.
done with my hair. I was like, I'm gonna grow it out till it's like halfway down my back, and now I'm like, it's such a pain. So I might have Steven cut it.
The longest my hair has ever been was pretty recent, wasn't it? Like, wasn't it in like January my hair was like super long? But am I remembering correctly? Anyway, now I think more than ever, I'll probably get to a point where my hair is going to be the longest it's ever been, and that's fine. That's fine. It's kind of exciting. We'll see what happens. On the next batch of Morning Mario, it's probably gonna look crazy. That's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. All right, let's read some of these things so we don't get overwhelmed today. You got 4.
Like my ponytail gets stuck when I sit back. Can't do it anymore.
I will cut that off right after breakfast stream.
No. If you cut it when it's in a pony, it's gonna be different lengths all the way around.
I'll cut it. However, I'll cut it so fast. You just tell me when, and I'll
still need to film the ending of my painting video. I didn't do that yesterday. I just edited.
Breakfast.
You haven't done your ending?
Yeah, my thanks for watching.
Why?
Because I was editing yesterday.
Why didn't you take the 1 minute?
Because I was comfortable sitting in my chair.
Painting's done. So that'll be out Saturday. Get excited. It's on a game that people like. For as opposed to those games people hate. 4 months sub from Hugh1290. Been watching since day 1 of breakfast stream. Happy to be here. Hugh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. We got a sub from Bubbles8738. Thank you and welcome. 7 months from Mr. Gameboy 18. Apparently it's been 7 months. Huh, who knew? Anyway, hopefully all is well in the George house. Things are going pretty good. But
yeah, but
our house is how many feet away from the house next to us, Mal?
Too close.
Would you say like 8?
Not enough feet.
Would you say 8 feet?
I don't know. Not enough feet.
Maybe like 8 feet away. Does that sound right? I don't know how loud it must be in that house.
At 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
All I'm saying is that I can hear that subwoofer in the master bedroom. So must be loud in their house.
And it's not even a party. Like, the same one car is parked in the driveway.
It's like, it's one... Appropriate alert. To be honest. Yeah, we've heard it before, but it's never interrupted sleep, I don't think, until last night.
It kept me up the other night and the night before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not really sure what's exactly changed, but the person is definitely doing it later.
Yeah.
Because we woke up at, what, was it 3?
Yeah, that's when I woke up.
We woke up at 3 and we're like, oh, they're still playing music. Cool. And then we're trying to, like, combat it because we can't hear the music, but we can hear the bass frequency. So, like, I can hear the subwoofer just... boom, 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 boom. And again, like, we live in a house. Like, we're
And they live in a house.
And they live in a house. Like, we're pretty far apart. And I don't understand how someone could do that. And then also, like, literally until, like, 5 a.m. Because we were still awake. So, that was...
And, like, it stopped for an hour. Because, like, when we went to bed, it wasn't playing. When I fell asleep at first. And then at 3, when it started again, it woke me up. And then it was another hour. And then at 4, it stopped for about 20 minutes.
It's not a great time. Because, like, in normal circumstances, like, I would not mind going next door and being like, hey... You're playing music at 5 a.m. What is wrong with you? And it's not, and like, they can play music in their house at 5 a.m. It's fine, but like, you gotta lower the bass. Because I can't hear the music, but I can hear the bass. But, because of how things currently are, you shouldn't really do that. So, like, maybe I should leave, like, a note? Anyway, Mr. Game Boy's sub reminded me of that. So that's the only thing, really, that's bad.
Yeah.
Everything else has been fine. But last night, we were like, maybe we should... I mean, this is the first time it's went to 5, though.
Yeah. It did not go till 5 the other night.
So, you know, maybe like, deliver a message in Morse code using a subwoofer. I mean, there's a large part of me that wants to, like, push a subwoofer up against our wall. But it accomplishes ultimately nothing.
Ring their doorbell at 8 in the morning when we know they're asleep after that stop playing.
Yeah, we might be able to leave them a note or something. I'll probably give it another time and see.
It's been going all week.
Has it?
Yes.
Well, then I guess we'll probably need to do something. I hate that.
I almost went and slept in the other room.
Yeah, I hate that. And the thing is, you can, because of where our bed is, our head is touching that wall. And, like, you can only hear it there. I hate that. Because, like, if you walk into the kitchen, you can't hear it. It's literally just our bedroom, so... Alright, I'll do something. Leave a toast man in their arm. With a little note. There will be more of these. It's a thing that I can't do, but I would love to do. I would really love to do. All right, I should read. 9 months from just streaming, brah. Triple plus. 20 months from Mech Mayhem. 20 months. Congrats on an amazing Coliseum. I had a blast, although I completely messed up my sleep schedule for a couple of days there. But it was such a great event. Here's to many more months. Can relate. And actually, I was telling Mal, you know, even though the neighbor's playing music, I'm sure that that's not the only reason we're having trouble sleeping. Like, we're going to have trouble sleeping because our circadian rhythms are probably all screwed up.
Yeah.
The bass doesn't help.
No.
But I'm just saying, we may naturally wake up in the middle of the night because of how things are right now.
Yeah.
But we're starting to, you know, fix things a little bit. A little bit.
A little bit.
It was worse last week. More milk bombs. Holy cow. 10 subs from Joel Trey again. Calcium.
How many milk bombs till you drink this?
No, no, no. That is never on the table. Listen. You're a different person.
I know.
You'll squeeze the sour cream into your mouth. And that's gross. You'd probably drink milk from a bowl.
I did.
Also, most people probably would. I just don't do that.
We were talking on Discord last night how you hate lotion.
Yeah? It's true. I also don't drink it. It's a completely different conversation.
Does.
Yeah, well, it's not the same thing. I don't put milk on my hands. I don't bathe in cereal. Not since the incident. Where am I? You got me all confused. 10 months at tier 2. Gold Toast from Tired Psychopop 91. 10 months of crunch? It's more likely than you think. Seriously, though, I've been watching your content for years now to the point that I've forgotten which Let's Play was my first, and I appreciate you both immensely. Well, I'm glad that you've continued to enjoy things. I think that's the most important thing. There's a huge difference between, like, I watched you 8 years ago, and I'm still watching. Like, that, the second one is obviously very impactful, so I sincerely appreciate it. And I'm glad that we've continued to make cool stuff that you like. Or I mean, at least we think it's cool. We hope it's cool. 12 months, that's a year. For Fuzzy Pickle 95. Fuzzy Pickle, thank you. 300 bits from Wizard Scallion. Morning, grandparents. I'm not usually up this early, but my bed frame broke when I rolled over in my sleep this morning, so I am raring to go against my will. I have a replacement coming Saturday. Wow. Like, that's the sort of thing that you think about and you're like, this could definitely happen. But statistically, probably won't happen. That sucks. I'm sorry.
Coffee.
It's actually one of the reasons why we stopped letting the cats sleep in the bedroom with us at the old place.
Mm-hmm.
It's because
With the old bed?
we were so worried that the bread would bake.
Worried about that bread.
Might just bake. That the bed would break and that we'd have cats under there. So we were super, super concerned about that.
When we moved here, we put it together better.
We also got a different bed.
Yeah. Well, that bed that guests sleep on now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Still thinking about that bread.
Hi, Kips.
Anyway, I'm glad you have a replacement coming. But yeah, that's not the sort of thing. I can't even imagine, like, being jolted awake via that. Like, all of a sudden, you're just...
Don't do that, Kevin.
rolling.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends how it breaks, too. Because if it breaks... Like, if the top or the bottom breaks, you slide down or up. But if the side breaks, you literally would roll. And that seems like it would be... kind of problematic.
Hi.
Just a little bit.
Welcome. Do you want on this lap? What lap do you want?
Don't you want him on your lap?
I do. Oh, he picked me.
Well, it's because I got the keyboard here. I'm keeping him away just for you. He's very interested in what's over here. Watch if I do this. What's this? Do I have a lap too? Is that what this is? Look here.
Keppy.
Look at this lap. This is a great lap too. Both got good laps. Is he staying?
He's staying. Are you mad?
No, it's fine. Kepler's on your lap. Kepler Cat is on your lap.
Hi,
13 months from Sudabite. Sudabite, thank you. 9 months from Ollie Tomlinson Music. Meet Gary, your new great Twitch grandson. Aw, Gary! Welcome to the world, Gary. It's nice when people have already preemptively named their Twitch babies. Gary's a great name. He'll be a great rival someday. 14 months from DJ Sherbert. Hey, Grandpa, Grandma in chat. 14 months and a year in a row. I changed my Twitch username, so goodbye, the guy 2503. What was I thinking? And hello, DJ Sherbert. Thanks for the quality content over the years. Hope for many more. I like the new name.
I do too.
I like that. I mean, I don't mind the guy with some numbers, but DJ Sherbert, I think objectively a better name. Anyway, congrats on 14 months. 18 months from Ryan B06. My Twitch baby has a sibling, I think. Anyway, since I've been in work from home mode for the last few weeks, like most of us have, having the streams is a bit of normalcy in an abnormal world. Keep on keeping on. We'll all get through this. Well, thank you, Ryan. I'm glad to provide some normalcy. And I've talked about it before, but like doing the streams also provides normalcy for us, which is nice. Speaking of, tomorrow we will be back to doing gaming streams.
Yeah.
Or gaming stream. We'll be just one tomorrow. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, join us for a gaming stream. I would tell you which game, but I can't because I don't know. There's a few we've discussed. One specifically a little bit more than some of the others.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll start that tomorrow. We might.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. I've talked about it before, but like a lot of times we decide the morning of. So we're like, what are we in the mood for? And then it'll be Friday, morning or afternoon, and we're like, okay. That's a good question. When everything is back operating, what restaurant do you guys want to go to first? Silver JD. I mean, I have to think about something I can't get right now.
Yeah.
Because, like, we have, drive-thrus and
Yeah.
stuff are still open. Sushi?
Sushi, that was one of my first thoughts.
Because we've had a few like special things that we probably would have normally celebrated with sushi, and we haven't had a chance to do that. Waffle House. Waffle House.
Yeah.
A lot of people want sushi. Steak.
International Kitchen, although that they're doing pickup.
I'm not a big steak guy, but Clark's has really good steak. Like really
salad,
good
though?
steak. And the salad.
Oh, Kepi.
You know what I want to do when this is all over?
What?
I want to go to like Dave and Buster's with everybody. Wouldn't be fun by myself.
No.
I don't even know if it'd be that fun if it was just me and you. But if it was like a lot of people, that might be fun. Something where like it's an experience that you couldn't just like order and take home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see this little stinker?
He's real relaxed. Good boy. I would have said like Chuck E. Cheese, but I haven't had Chuck E. Cheese in a while.
There you go.
Hot minute. 500 bits from Toon9822. Good morning. I recently got a desk for schoolwork because doing it laying in bed didn't help. Anyways, with the new Animal Crossing update out, I got a deep question. Timmy or Tommy Nook? Are there people that know the difference? Because I don't. I have no idea. They're interchangeable. Poor little guys. I don't know the difference between them at all. Anyway, glad you got a desk. Because trying to do productive stuff laying in bed is hard for most of the population. I'm sure there's somebody that can do it, but it sure ain't me. It's definitely not me. Those 10 gift subs from Joldre went to Meg Zelda 44, Ghosty Toasty 3, Popev, Kashim Tenchi, H4 Vok, Parasite, Brand New Guy, Tipsy Tash, Dead Ace Man XX, Laramaya, and Red 2006. Joldre, thank you. And no sooner had I thanked Joldre for the 10 gift subs than Joldre with another 10 gift subs. So much milk. Milk everywhere. Everyone in the Walmart is pissed. Moist Crunchy Potato gives a sub to Cookie Jarvis. Wizard Cookie Jarvis! You remember Cookie Jarvis?
Yes, I do.
Is it Cookie Jarvis or
I was
Wizard
awake.
Jarvis? He's the wizard, right? It's the same guy. He's the wizard. Anyway, if you haven't seen that breakfast stream, that's a great one. Another milk bomb from Macau 2020. Thank you. Yeah, that was one of my favorite breakfast streams ever that we did. Was just cereal facts. Just Googling cereal facts for an hour. I'm like, check out this. Who would have thought? Anyway, 100 bits from Breadboards for breakfast. Breadboards, thank you. 18 months. It's one plus. From Dark Overlord. 18 months, perfectly timed to when I'm putting shrubs all over my island while watching grandparents. Shout out to everyone that's going to be engaging in shrubberies today. Because that starts today. Hope everyone is excited for shrubberies.
I'm working on terraforming.
Do you hate it?
Yes.
Because you hadn't done it.
No, I hadn't.
And now you realize...
What? What?
You realize the immense difficulties
What,
of it.
Kepi?
More milk bombs.
What?
5 subs from Danny X6. Holy snap.
What, Kepi? Kepi. Kepi. Kepi.
You're just like petting his
He
eyeballs.
doesn't care.
Is she petting your eyeballs? Why is she doing that? Anyway, got stuff from Frogsickles4. Welcome. 9 months from Flash the Firefox. 9 months of crunch. Thanks to you and Mal for everything you do. Appreciate it. Thank you, Firefox. Get 100 bits from Paint Chipper. Thank you, PC. 10 subs from Cobalt Custard went to Necro Nama Gamer. Red Eye Storm, Surf Clay, WVG Am Crazy, Music Mads, Ryan MCD 0327, Light Link 9001, ZPX Stream, Mike the Knight 512, and Nikki V16 Cobalt. Appreciate it. Thank you for the milk bomb. 300 bits from Omley Thompson. Omley? Amelie.
Ollie.
Amelie.
You need sleep.
Ollie Tomlinson Music. Steven's growing an afro. Yes. Because my hair does not grow down. It grows up. So it's objectively true. And what's exciting is that, you know, I am getting to the point where it's going to get past where it has been. So I don't know where it's going to go. It's probably going to go some places.
His head is pressed against my cheek.
Does it bring you happiness and joy?
He keeps lifting it up, like, close to me.
Are you a good kitty?
Can't be.
Huh? Let's get in that tummy. Get in that tummy. There's the purrs.
Coffee.
There it is, huh?
Good boy.
Love him. 300 bits from Shishusama. Celebratory coffee! Since I got a new travel mug to use around the house, it's nice to have a lid to close. I should do that sometimes.
We have them.
I know, I don't think about it.
I know.
Because then you could move around. Yeah. Also, if I can see nothing but beans, I believe it's time. Beans! Have a bean. Patreon.com/StephenGeorgeOrMalmix. Thank you for the support we get on there as well. And enjoy the beans. Beans and milk. An unlikely combination. Unless you're using the bean juice, in which case it's kind of like creamer in your coffee.
Yeah.
So it's really not that unusual.
It's not that unusual.
But if you had a glass of milk and someone poured beans in it.
I'm gonna take a nap with Kepi.
I feel like you're halfway there.
I am.
That was a bit from Tired Psychopomp 91. Who pooped? Well, there are only 3 members of your household, so I feel like if it wasn't Kepi, it would be very concerning. Like, but door is locked. Levels of concerning. It's pretty easy to tell when Kep has pooped. He tends to make it known, generally. And then also sometimes you just find poop on the floor. And it's not that he's pooped on the floor. He doesn't do that. He's never done that. But sometimes he gets out of the box before it's done.
Coffee.
Or you get stuck to him, and he'll jump out, and then it goes somewhere else. Yeah. As an example, this happened yesterday. Like, at some point in the day, I looked down in the kitchen, I was like, oh. Hey, oh, I see.
He's in such a rush to get out.
I wouldn't.
He has poop demons. Trying to get away from
he's got poop
poop
demons.
demons.
He's got poop demons. And I don't know why. Because some cats are so specific. Like, they get in there and, like, they are covering everything up. No one must know. But, Cap, not like that. Sagan would do it a little bit.
Yeah.
Sagan would cover it a little bit, but even not that much. He would just... He would... He was funny because he would actually try and balance 3 legs on the lip of the thing.
I was always worried it would tip on him.
I was too. I'm thankful that we had such a big, heavy litter box, because otherwise it would have tipped. But he would have 3 of his 4 legs up on the lip of the thing, balancing.
And it was like a big Tupperware.
And he would go, and then he would get out, and then put like the front of his body in, so like his 2 hind legs were on the lip, and his front legs would be in, and he would cover it, and then leave. But Kep goes, and then it's just... Not gonna cover anything. Never has, never will.
Where did the 4th leg go? In the litter.
She disappears from the ether. Yeah, they're very different. I just wish he would not... I just wish he would wait like an extra second. That would be nice. Anyway. Psychopomp, thank you. 1600 bits from Nixelpad says, Stephen DeMau, would you prefer to be 16 feet away from the house?
Yeah. Maybe we could switch our bed to the other wall. That's a lot of work. Because that mattress is so dang heavy.
I like how the solution, instead of trying to talk about this to the neighbor,
oh yeah, that we should do that.
Is to just move the furniture. When you hate confrontation to the point where you'll be like, we could just rearrange the house.
Just switch our bedroom to the other bedroom.
You know what? We'll move.
Yeah.
Here's a base one night at 5 a.m. You know what? We could just move. I mean, we'll have to write a note, though, because we're not going to be able to catch him.
Yeah.
And we should probably not ring the doorbell right now.
Yeah.
We've also never met him.
No.
We've met the dad.
Yeah.
The situation next door, I think, might be a little strange. Because we've met the guy who lives there. He's probably...
He owns the house.
He's probably early 60s.
Yeah.
Probably in his early 60s. And met him once a few months ago. There's no way that he's there.
No.
There's no way
No.
that he's there right now. He has a son who is our age, and I suspect that the son is there and the parents are not. Because if I can hear the subwoofer from 8 feet away in a different house, that house must be shaking at 5 in the morning. Right? So there's no way that someone is over there playing music like that. Like, there's no way that that's that early 60s guy.
Mm-hmm.
I find it more believable that they are somewhere else and his son is there and is playing loud music. I don't know this for certain. That is my theory. It's my prevailing theory. So we don't know him. Elaine says, well, maybe the 60-year-old guy just really likes space. I mean, it's possible. That's possible. But at least we've talked to him before.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name at all.
Me neither.
So I'd just be like, hey, guy, could you not
We've
bass?
met him once.
And, like, again, they can play music at that time. It's fine. I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And it's I can't hear the music. It's just the bass. I'm going to have to solve this problem. 19 months. From Bloop64. You're distracting me from my virtual finals. Shame on you. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Where did this come from?
I'll just go to break.
Did you see the sudden Kepler?
Boop. Stinker. If you're working on your finals, study hard. Probably don't study during breakfast stream. Probably makes it harder. Or if you're taking an exam. Because I guess since the exams have to be exhibited online.
Mm-hmm.
Exhibited?
Administered?
Administered is the word I'm looking for. It's like exhibit. This is it! This is it! It's just one monitor, you've got the exam, and one you've got breakfast stream. Perfect. Mr. Gameboy 18 gives a sub to Dat Base. Maybe he'll stop. Maybe it was a one-time thing. Maybe it was his birthday.
All week?
Well, he went longer last night, so maybe it was his birthday. It was leading up to his birthday, and that's it. It's unreasonable to assume that things will change.
Yeah.
Mr. Gameboy, thank you. I hope that bass enjoys being played loudly at 5 a.m. 2 months from Highly and Hero 07. Good morning, grandparents. Good morning, Hero. I got the second wave of milk here. 10 gift subs from Joel Dre to Star Yunes. Lucia Cortez, ex Xanderus, 59, Zero Suit Toadette. That's a username and a mental image. The Odd Redhead, John Perg, PDB Fish Sticks, Misfit 9751, Mathman 271, and Zaz my man. Jodre, thank you. Appreciate it. 300 bits from Squid. I don't like lotion either, but I need to use it because of constantly using hand sanitizer at work, and using paper bags for groceries now dries my hands out badly. Yeah, I mean, there's some folks, depending on what you do.
Oh, we're done.
God. Either work or play. You're basically going to have some sort of, lotion or something.
Yeah.
But I don't. So I just don't. I was actually, it was on the Discord. It must have been the start of that discussion. But I have to use aloe vera soap because we had a different soap we were using. It was just a normal
liquid soap.
Just normal liquid soap. And when I use that, and it's any time other than summer, my hands turn into like solid eczema. And I'm like, would prefer not to do that. But if I use the aloe vera soap, and I don't put the sink on the hottest setting,
yeah, cold water helps,
then I do okay. So as long as I do that, I'm all right. But I'm also not working with like things that are going to dry out my hands either. Mm-hmm. So I also can't use hand sanitizer for the same reason I can't use lotion, because it's like just it is a mental block. Could throw that across the room. I'm sorry. I don't get to control the way I am. It's just it's a brain thing. As Fossick says, eat. Yeah, eat.
I don't think you're allergic, because I've seen a few people say maybe you're allergic. I don't.
No,
think
I'm not allergic,
because you can use it when it's humid out. When the air is dry, that's when you have trouble.
Oh, to the normal soap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm allergic. But it's something to do with the temperature, because when the temperature is cool, like you said,
it's dry in the winter.
If there's not enough humidity in the air, I think that's what causes it. But I'm not allergic to like lotion or hand sanitizer. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
It's such a smell thing. It's a texture thing too, but it's such a smell thing. I can smell lotion on someone's skin.
And it's unscented.
12 hours after they've put it on. And like, that's not an exaggeration. Like, that has happened.
I've tested him.
That's happened in our home. And like, I wish I wasn't like that, but I am. And my brain says, this is bad. Bad. And my brain, Brandon says, I'm sorry, you can't use lotion, I guess.
I
now.
do.
We have policies in place. Have to have strict policies. Mal can use it. I just, if you use it, that's fine. But don't touch me. Just don't touch me. And I'll know.
I know.
I'll know. I can smell it. I inherited the bloodhound sense from my mother, who also has a nose like nobody's business. I did not ask for this curse, but I have it. Where was I? 500 bits from Mr. Game Boy 18. On the Discord, we also were talking about Subnautica VR. The question being, would playing it in VR help or hinder the hydrophobia? Also, honk because I want goose. I don't know. Although it's unlikely I'll be playing it in VR. If I played it, theoretically. Probably wouldn't play it in VR. Just because I don't have VR and I'd have to borrow it from Dan. Probably be a while before I could borrow something from Dan. And then on top of that, I'd have to get it all set up. So
yeah.
It's probably, if we were to play Subnautica at some point in the future, who knows when,
Chess. VR Steven is terrified of cute dogs and full of wild bloodlust.
Honestly, that's a better answer than I could ever give, Mr. Game Boy. And it's true. I was scared of the dog, and I ripped people apart. So I don't know. I don't know if it would help or hurt. But at some point, I would like to try VR with water.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Honestly, I don't think it would be bad. And the reason is, in defense of me freaking out about the dog, you're on a mountain, which is real. Hold on. This is going to take extra words to explain what the crap I mean.
I'll take a nap.
Don't. So, like, when you're in your living room and you're on this mountain, you don't know you're not on the mountain. Second part of this. If you were under the water, you would know you're not under the water because you can still breathe. That's what I'm trying to say. If you did VR, everyone has examples of my bloodlust and terrified of cute dogs. Thank you, everyone. But like, if you did VR in like a at SeaWorld, if you were in the tank with Shamu and they had the thing on you, like that,
Yes, get in the tank.
that would
with
be
an orca and can't see the orca.
like, I think I would be okay. Although it does, I mean, it happens even when I play normal video games. There's a fear of drowning.
Yeah.
Screw you, Sonic the Hedgehog. Do.
Evan Chai says if you go to a mountain in VR, you go to a mountain in real life.
And that's why VR is so dangerous. The adoption rate stays low. Because if you put that on and you open up Google Maps, it's teleportation. They figured it out. And you gotta be careful not to click into the ocean or you just die. You gotta be so careful.
Also, morning Heaven Chai, I saw you playing Tetris 99 this weekend.
Sounds about
During
right.
Tim's segment.
Oh, yeah. I haven't played Tetris in a while.
I know, you deleted it once you got first.
That's why.
Coffee.
Yeah, once I beat it. And then since then they came out with the mode that's like only for good people.
Invictus, yeah.
Yeah. But see, that didn't exist when I
Fight me in Tetris.
No.
No.
No, I'm good. I want to live. You die in Tetris, you die for real. Heaven Chai will take you on top of a mountain, beat you in Tetris, and leave you there.
And the dog will get you.
I ain't letting that dog come back. Floor opens up, I can move out of the way. Dog's there, how are you gonna get away from that creepy dog? What was I doing? 100 bits from Bryce Battle P. Bryce, thank you. 16 months from Zach Chillman, who says, I'm just at work right now, stopping by to say 16, and this joke will continue in the bits. Please read there. Go down to the below. 2,000 bits from Zach Chillman, who says, life begins after school. That's when we bend all the rules. Time to hang with all my friends. We like to be together. In a place where we belong. I'm 16, starting to find my way. This is a parody, right? What is this a parody of? Starting to find my way, got a new job, gonna start at the mall today. Thank God I'm on my own for the first time. I'm 16. Life is sweet when you're growing up so fast. You gotta make the good times last. I'm 16, gotta make the good times last. It's the theme song for 16. I don't know what that is. That's a cartoon called 16. Okay, I thought it was a parody. And I was like, oh God, is this like an Aerosmith song? Which Aerosmith song is this? But it's a show. Oh. Well, good to know. I was really like, oh man, I don't know this one. I don't know. This is not ringing a bell. I was about to ask you. I was like, which one is this now?
I don't know.
You're this Aerosmith
Am I?
super fan.
Chess says there's two types of songs in the world. TV theme songs and Aerosmith.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played. Songs that made the hit parade. That And I can't think of any Aerosmith songs. None. What's the one with Run DMC?
I don't know.
Walk This Way. Dream On should have been what I went. Or Sweet Emotion.
I don't know how any of them go.
Dream On!
Just as I guess I was wrong, there was something.
I know a fair bit of Aerosmith songs.
Sure.
But will I ever be able to tell you them on the spot? No. Never. Never. And it's like that with so many other things.
Now I'm too warm in this robe.
What's your favorite band? Oh, They Might Be Giants. Oh, what's your favorite songs? I've never heard of any of them. Couldn't tell you. Did you read that book that the essay was due on? Yeah. What was it about? I have no idea. Anyway, Zach, thank you for the bets. Now that Mallory is broken. 3 months, that's a plus from Neptune Ken. Thank you, Neptune. 500 bits from Nixelpad. So, this global situation has inspired me to bulk buy more games for my Switch. And one of those was the Honk game, since I showed off Mal's Honk painting to my family.
That's what we gotta do when this is over. We have to have your parents play Untitled Goose Game.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Amongst
We
other
had talked
things.
about it, and then
Coffee.
now we can't.
Yeah, but at some point, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely need to do that, and that would be funny. And also, we need to give them their painting.
Well, I'm gonna do a video on putting a wire,
Oh, okay.
because I got a wire.
Sure.
And then they can have it.
That's a good idea. Anyway, Nixelpad, thank you. I also get 100 bits from Chick from Neptune. Thank you, Chick. 3 months from Raven0765, that's a plus. 16 months from Haney05, appreciate it. 10 months from Goldmage162. My little month-old Twitch baby, they need a name. I was thinking of ZHI, is that G? Is that pronounced G or Z? You have no idea. I think that's G. Someone can clarify in chat for me. Which means wisdom. Wisdom is also the name of the oldest confirmed, wild bird in the world. A Laysan albatross who's around 70 now and had a chick in 2018. That's an old bird.
Yep.
That's a really old bird. Neptune says that's close. Okay. We'll go with G. But also, like, the
Tonal.
Yeah, the tonal differences are so hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's just be happy it's not a 3 good situation, so.
I mean, it might be.
G good!
Leave.
Goldmage, thank you. And thank you for continuing the albatross facts. In a minute, I'm going to be kicked off of my own stream. Sounds about right. It's definitely a Thursday. Definitely a Thursday.
Setsy says, don't leave, Mal will nap.
There's one day, things will start, Mal will just be asleep on the couch and I won't be here. And then after an hour, it'll just fade out, and that'll be it. That'll be the whole thing. Does anyone remember the stream where I just ate a pear?
Yes.
Like, it's just me eating a pear for like 15 minutes, and then it's just over, and there's never any talking.
That was on Twitter.
I gotta find that. I should do more fruit streams where I just eat fruit, but I don't communicate.
What was the name of that?
The service?
Yeah.
Periscope.
That's why.
Periscope.
That's why you had a pair.
That's right. Yeah, that was the joke. Mm-hmm. I forgot. Yeah, I guess I can't do that again. They'd have to introduce a new service like Banana Scope. They probably won't do that, will they?
No.
It's a shame. Anyway, more calcium. Milk Bomb from Joltre to Pass 1214, Seb the Original Pleb, Jackson Cooper, Zev Damien, The Real Jazzman 99, Ninja Zelda 9570, Shark Kate, ooh haha, Tanner the Gamer 101, Zach Fox, and Peekaboo 1920. Joltre, I appreciate it. Thank you. 7 months from Lord Zelkova, who just says, Neato. 5 subs from Macau 2020 to Mabal, Chrissy Halo, Swan Princess 2018, Spam 13, and Kuyadar. Macau, appreciate it. Thank you. 500 bits from Joel Dre, who says, all the milk.
All of it.
All the... I guess we needed one more syllable there, didn't we? All the milk. Mallory.
I'm so tired.
Mallory, is it too early for this?
Yes.
This level of
humor?
humor?
Too early for you.
Ooh. Notice how I phrased it, this level of humor. You said, too early for me. Wow, okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have feelings. I'm just a milk boy. I need no sympathy. I can't stop and I
Chaz,
won't stop.
Stop him.
I won't stop.
He only listens to you, Chaz.
No. Listen, I can make my own. We're spiraling. Where was I? All right, sorry, we're almost there. He's real warm. I'm getting them sweat legs. 300 bits. Stop laughing. From Summerbank 91, who just says honk. Thank you, Summerbank. Got milk bomb here from Danny X6 to Emerald Ruby. You have to stop laughing. Code 1963, Lucky 33, Danger High Voltage, and 3-sided coin. Danny, I appreciate it.
Coffee.
It's a shame that Aerosmith never made any songs. They announced they were going on tour, but they had no music. Joel Dre with 5 more milk subs. You're either a milk sub or you're a milk dom.
Stop. Oh my god.
11 months from Twilight Yoshi, nearly a year. Thanks for making this time a lot more bearable. You guys make the lives of so many people better, so thank you. Twilight Yoshi, thank you. Listen, it's just one of those mornings. He's so hot! God! He's so hot! I took a shower. I'm gonna need another one. Kepler. God, he's like a something that doesn't move. Like a sack of potatoes.
A rock.
No, but he's squishy.
He's squishy.
A little
A squishy rock.
What kind of rock is squishy? He's like a little sack of potatoes. What am I? Here we are. Mr. Gameboy 18 gives a sub to We Are the Knights of Knee.
You said shrubberies.
Because I said
yeah.
shrubberies earlier. We are the Knights who say Knee. Is it Husseini or We Are the Knights of Knee? It's been a long time since I saw that film.
Yeah, it's been over 10 years for me.
Coffee.
We should watch it again. I was about to say, we should have some people over and watch it. And I'm like, oh yeah.
We could watch it over Discord, like everyone booted up at the same time. Like we used to do.
Not a terrible idea. Like when we would watch Hell's Kitchen at whatever it was, 240p.
In 2008? Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's just a blur of color. Getting through these, the slowest I've ever gotten through these. So I have to stop and tell a short story. 300 bits from Bryce Battle P. Went to make an omelet today and found a half-developed egg.
That's super rare with
It is
like,
rare. It is rare.
Highly processed eggs, like ones that.
I have never had that happen. Thankfully, I've had blood spots
Yeah.
in eggs, which you can still eat them. People might not want to, but like
No, I don't.
They don't hurt anything. But yeah, never had that happen. I feel like that'd be the fastest way to get me off of eggs. Be like, oh, I'm good. But fortunately, haven't experienced that yet.
You know what we have found?
What's that?
Similar, but like not gross. Is when you get dual yolk.
Yeah, we've gotten that too, which is neat. It's like 2 for the price of 1. 19 months from Danny. Good morning, grandparents in chat. Congrats again on Coliseum. My favorite part of the event was obviously watching Game Boy Player Disc Only. Can't wait for the bonus stream to see more. It's a good reminder. We've picked out a date. A week from today.
Yeah.
A week from today, next Thursday, April 30th.
Yes.
At 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Mountain, because John's stream is in Mountain Time. But 8 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be doing the bonus stream. So I'll be joining John, Tom, and Jared over on John's channel as John plays 11 games. 11. So, yeah. So that is next week.
It's gonna be at night.
Yeah, it starts at 8 p.m. and it's gonna go until 11 games, and they're all half an hour. So that's 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be finishing up at 2 a.m. It's not great, but also could have been worse. There was a lot of negotiations about the time and date.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, all of you stream, so you have to figure out when and...
Because John wanted to do it on a Saturday, and I was like, listen, I've been doing Stephen and Friends on Saturdays forever. I was like, that's when we do Stephen and Friends. I was like, if you want me to join, I'm not going to be over there until midnight. Like, I can show up at midnight. And then that was going to be a whole thing of like, well, it's going to be too long, so we'd have to do 2, and then it'd be 2 Saturdays. And then eventually, everyone was like, can we just do a different day? And we found out we could do Thursday, so next week. It'll be a fun time. And we're going to start with Game Boy Player No Disc. Well, disc only.
Disc only.
I keep wanting to say no disc. That would just be the GameCube BIOS menu, or whatever you want to call it. 300 bits from Ollie, Thomas and Music. These 3 to 4 weeks has been the most productive I've ever been, watching a guy sleep on stream for 30 minutes. Gotta do what you can. Isn't there something in TOS about you can't sleep on stream? I think there is, actually. Like, there's something in TOS that's basically like you have to be doing something. Like, you can't just have the thing, you can't just have a stream up. Like, you have to actually be entertaining and doing something. So, we could not just sleep on stream. We would actually get in trouble. So, now, like, one of us could probably sleep, but the other person would have to, like, juggle. Just saying. Ollie Thompson Music also gives a sub to Beans and Milk. It's my favorite Weezer song. 100 bits from Paper Pennies. Appreciate it. 400 bits from Super Nerd Girl 42. Good morning, grandparents. I got Smash Ultimate recently, and I've discovered Lucas is very fun to use. Any tips for an aspiring Lucas main? Lucas is also my main. My recommendations would be PK Freeze is real good off stage. Like, Lucas has a lot of off stage play anyway, because like you have such a powerful jump that you can get back. So a lot of times I'll jump off with Lucas backwards, because his back air is a meteor smash. So I'll like jump backwards and try to meteor someone down,
and then get back.
And it's pretty easy because your thunder will propel you so far. Like, Lucas's thunder takes him almost like twice the distance that Ness's does. So Lucas can travel. But if you don't want to risk doing all that, you can just use PK Freeze. Like, PK Freeze is so crazy. You send that out off stage and people get freaked out. As they should. Because if they're already really far out there and you manage to hit them with it, they're dead.
Yeah.
They're going to die. So Freeze is just real good. And I like Ness's fire more than Lucas's, so I don't use Lucas's a lot. But if someone's getting in my zone, and I need them to get out of my zone immediately, I use fire. But otherwise, Satsy's advice of practicing hard with thunder is probably the best thing you could do. Understand how it feels, how it functions. Understand, you know, without even having to look at what you're doing, the curve that you need to get back to the stage. And then also practice using it as an offensive attack, too. Because, like, thunder on both Ness and Lucas, like, propelling yourself into the enemy is very, very powerful. So getting a feeling for that is probably the hardest part about playing either of those characters. It's also one of the worst parts about playing online.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but it's what it is. 300 bits from Paper Pennies. Hi, grandparents. Donated a minute ago, but didn't realize you could only see it if it was 300, so sorry about the duplication. Hope you're having a good morning. Wanted to tell you that I think you're rubbing off on John. In his stream last night, he kept saying piss as an expletive. It's funny because I actually heard him say that, I think, like, at the beginning of the Chaos Cookie stream, he had said that, and, like, that was my first thought, was like, where'd you get that from? And what's funny also now is that I actually don't say it very much.
No.
If you go back and you look at a certain
era,
there's a certain time frame on Steam and Plays where it was a lot. And now I probably say it less. I think to some extent I think I'm probably cleaner
than you were.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, if you consider piss an expletive, I'm probably cleaner now than I was in
if you don't
a few
count
years
Stephen
ago.
and Friends.
If you don't count Stephen and Friends.
Yeah.
I think on Stephen and Friends, I've actually probably started to take a little more freedoms and liberties because I understand the context of the show, and I'm like, well, it's only going to be adults watching this. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm better at comedy. I'll say that. I think I have a better sense of, jokes and timing than I did, like, in 2012. It's just because it's the thing that I've done. So I hope I'm funnier. God, it would be tragic for someone to be like, you were funnier at 23 than 31. I'd be like, oh, I don't like that. Really don't like that. I feel like I'm doing a better job now than I did 8 years ago. Anyway, 100 bits from Pepperoni Combos. Good name.
Oh, combos.
Remember Combos?
I always like the pretzel ones with cheese.
Did you say the pretzel ones? Mm-hmm. Combos are pretzels.
No, you can also get them crackers.
What? Get out.
I told you that earlier and you didn't listen.
Earlier when? Today?
I said leave.
No, but like, combos are pretzels.
They also have cracker ones.
What are you talking? Give me my phone. It's in my pocket. This isn't real. Stop it. I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Combos. Combos snack crackers. This is not a real thing. Don't tell me she's right. Hold on. Combos cheddar cheese hold on. Hold on. This might... Baked cracker. I've never seen these in my life.
You see them? Yeah. They're really, like, dull. Like...
I've never heard of these. I thought a combo is something that you put in a pretzel. So it turns out you're right.
Oh, I'm right.
I thought maybe you were wrong.
So, when I was little, my grandparents lived up north.
Yeah.
Which is what you say in Wisconsin when
north.
anyone lives north of you.
Up north.
Yeah, they lived up north.
Yeah.
And, so my dad would drive from Milwaukee to Appleton, pick Carly and I up, and then we'd drive up to my grandparents.
Yeah.
When they lived up north. And, we'd always stop at the same gas station, and he'd be like, here's $5, go buy one snack, whatever you want. So it was either gonna be Gardettos.
You love Gardettos.
I do love Gardettos. Or my dad went to school with them, the Gardettos. Before they, like, commercialized, I think.
Huh.
Anyway, or combos, or it'd be like a candy bar. And a bottle of water with the sport lid. That was special. We got to get the sport lid. And then we'd drive the rest of the way to the grandparents' house.
Isn't it weird the things that are memorable as a child?
Yeah.
I remember the first, and this is bizarre, I don't know how I'm recalling this right now. I remember the first time I drank from a bottle, like a 20-ounce, like, Coke bottle. I remember the first time I ever did. I don't know how this is coming back to me. We were in the parking lot of, I was with my family. My mom was in the store, and me and my dad were in the car. We were in, man, what the heck, brain? Why don't you work on a daily basis? We were in the parking lot of, so down in Myrtle Beach, you know where Waccamaw Pottery was? So across from there is a bowling alley, and right next to it was a some sort of store, Brendan's, or I don't remember what it was. I remember it very vividly because I remember they had an electronics section in there, and that was the first time I think also I played Yoshi's Island. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I remember my dad letting me drink from this thing, and then him explaining to me not to put my mouth over the thing. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, you put your bottom lip under it and your top lip in it. And like, my brain was like, oh, and I learned something that day, as opposed to just putting your mouth over the whole thing, which I feel like you would drown yourself if you did that, actually. There are no Aerosmith songs, only repressed memories. That's wild. That just very suddenly came to me. Cool. Cool. Anyway, I gotta move on. 12 months, that's a year from awkwardly sober. Halfway to 2 years already. My wife and I are working from home, and she's watching in her office / the den. Hi, Sam!
Hi, Sam.
I love it. I love it. That's like whenever Mao and I are,
on Discord being like, hey.
Yeah. There's been times we've just
talked about dinner plans on Discord.
What do you want to do for dinner? And like everyone else is watching us have this conversation. It's like, I don't know. Everyone's like, can't you just like go talk to each other? It's like, no. We text each other in the day.
Yeah.
But if we're already in Discord, it's sometimes we'll just be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? Anyway, 300 bits from the Hero of Chaos. Motherboard died, phone died, dad's kidney failed, he's fine, failed an exam due to struggling with online school. A water pipe burst in a room and ruined the carpet wall and caused mold on day 1 of quarantine. Now there's construction on the floor and wall. We temporarily lost hot water, and I've barely noticed the pandemic because of this. 2020 has been crazy. And thanks for the entertainment that helps bring me so much joy. Here's looking at you, grandparents. Good Lord.
Wow.
That was just a continual stream of terrible things. Okay, well, I'm sorry about your dad. Glad to hear he's fine. Everything else sucks. Mm-hmm. I think we talked about my parents' washer leaking.
Yeah.
A few weeks back, and then them getting home just in time to catch it before it ruined their new floor. Of course, Hero of Chaos was not as lucky, since this was a pipe that burst and then ruined carpet wall and caused mold on day 1. Dear God. Anyway,
those are not fun. Burst pipes.
Everything in this alert is bad. The only good thing is that, like, when so many bad things happen, you can look up a little bit because it's like, well, crap. After I get through this, it's gonna look up from here. So like that, it's like the best I can offer, I suppose. But I'm terribly sorry that you've had to go through all of that, because that's a lot at once.
Yeah.
That's a lot at once, Hero of Chaos. My best to you, and certainly your family, and then also the things in your home. Motherboard dying is also awful, because that's like entertainment and staying connected and stuff too. So hope you can get as many things resolved as possible as quickly as possible. Let's see. We also get 100 bits from Satsy. Satsy, appreciate it.
Doodle says, there was a time recently when you guys were discussing Taco Bell or Waffle House, and later that night Mal posted a pic from Waffle House.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Can't do that now. Our Wahoo is closed. Our Wahoo is closed. You know what was really interesting? I read something recently.
Huh.
I'm trying to remember where I saw it. Now I don't remember. You know how the Waffle House Index is a thing? Where if Waffle House is open or not, it determines how the community is doing.
Yeah.
I read an article where someone was talking about the idea of having an Apple Store Index. And the idea, it was like an economic version of the Waffle House Index. It was a really interesting concept. There's the idea that Apple has, throughout the pandemic, they closed before they had to.
Yeah.
And they've continued to keep themselves closed. And it was looking at like the finance factors of their stores, and that they're probably losing like $1 billion a month by keeping their stores closed. But they're in a financial position, because they're Apple, that they don't have to reopen their stores. So if they want to keep people safe, they can.
Yeah.
So they're not like a small business that's hurting to reopen. So the idea was using like an Apple Store Index to indicate whether or not it's truly safe to reopen. In other words, like if Apple stores aren't reopening, then it's probably not actually safe to reopen. And I was like, I've never considered that. But as Brandon says, they have so much cash. Like, Apple is very, very loaded. So they don't have to. And they are willing to eat $1 billion a month to keep things closed. So like an electronic Waffle House. I mean, kind of. I mean, Waffle House is the Waffle House Index is like...
For natural disasters.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's measuring something that's a little different, but I thought it was really interesting to think about it like that. Because unlike certain businesses that might be itching at the bit to get reopened because money is a problem, Apple doesn't have to. So until Apple reopens, that might be a good indicator of what is or is not,
Yeah.
a good idea. Good luck, Georgia. 11 months from Dr. Luigi 51. Just found out VR can be used to replicate the effects of eating a York peppermint patty. Thanks, Steven. You can do VR for anything. And you can stand on a mountain. You can get a scary dog to yell at you. The dog was frightening. I have strong opinions about that. 300 bits from Ollie Tomlinson Music. Chaz, stop. It is scary. It doesn't even have eyes.
I mean, it has one giant eye.
Thanks. Sorry. Just reading something here. Anyway, I'll move on. 300 bits from Ollie Tomlinson Music. You should audition for Aerosmith. You obviously know their music. Well, I would be the first one to create a song. I think I'll call it Sweet Emotion.
The Q says, oh god, is that centipede dog y'all use in Broken Picture Phone? Yes.
Centipede dog is a good way of describing it. And that's why I don't like it. So I don't like it. I don't want a slinky dog. Little creepy thing. 300 bits from Rar Oaks. Hey, Steven. Hey, now. Just wanted to let you know that you guys are awesome. And that I was playing Tetris with Tim. I didn't win, and I didn't get anywhere near close to where Tim was, but it was so fun. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed, playing with Tim. Tim's a great guy. Also good at puzzle games. Particularly good at, what's the other puzzle game that's not Tetris?
Puyo?
No.
Pokemon Puzzle League?
Yeah, Pokemon
That's what
Puzzle
they
League.
did last year?
Yeah. But that's not just Pokemon Puzzle League. It's Tetris Attack, right? That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pokemon Puzzle League is Tetris Attack.
I just know they did that on stream last year, so that's why I think of that.
Yeah. Or is it Panel de Pon? Are they both the same? I don't know enough about these games. I have no idea. They're the same game. Okay. Panel de Pon is Tetris Attack, is Pokemon Puzzle League. Got it. I'm bad at all of them, so it doesn't matter. I can hold my own in Tetris for the most part. Unless I'm playing against someone who's real good. And if you want to see me struggle in ways that normal human beings don't, let me play Puyo. 200 bits from Ollie. Ollie, thank you. 19 months from Mr. Incredible Nooblord. If there's one thing to take away from Coliseum, it's that Steven should do more things with John. Their comedic synergy is quite fantastic. I'm glad you think so, because we think so. Actually, when
You know how to make John laugh, like...
Good. Good. When John was getting ready to do his segment, like when we were figuring out the schedule, John personally requested me and Tom and Jared be on there. Like, that John chose his co-commentators. And it was just because he felt like we all had...
It would be a good segment.
Yeah.
Specifically with that group of people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I was like, sure.
Oh,
that was gross. There was some spit. I just saw a little spit go. Don't know if that was on camera. Good job, buddy. Good job. You're a sweet boy. You full of moist wetness.
Anyway, I don't think the four of you have done something together like that before.
No.
So.
Me and John have obviously done some things together.
Yeah, and then Tom with Custom Smash.
Yeah, I've done
Jared
stuff.
Wasn't in that on Tom's channel.
Yeah, I've done stuff with Tom and John before on Custom Smash. That's the only time I've done stuff with both of them at the same time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. At some point, I've been on two Runaway Guys LPs?
Yes.
Four Swords and Kirby?
Yeah.
So at some point, I feel I'll probably come back. I don't think they hate me yet. So I'll get a chance to...
Even though you make them wake up.
If I don't get invited back ever, it'll be because of that. They'll be like, no, let's not ask...
He's gonna want to do breakfast stream at 8, 9.
I mean, I will make you wake up. If we're gonna record an LP, we're gonna do it in 1 to 2 days. So, Brandon says, as much as you tried, they do not hate you. I tried so hard. So hard. 300 bits from Danny X6. We've discovered a new type of music. Parodies on Queen songs. Sorry, now my first thought is like, oh god, do I know any Queen songs?
Gosh.
My first thought's Killer Queen. Probably easiest because Queen is in the title. And then Bohemian Rhapsody. It's so funny because I grew up, my dad actually very much loves classic rock. I have a huge appreciation of classic rock. Queen is now in the genre of classic rock, and they have like 3 different best of CDs.
Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have all of them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very familiar with Queen's library. But not right now. When I see when I see song titles, I know stuff. Okay, so like Under Pressure. See, there we go. Under Pressure. That's it. That's all you get. Or I'll get a copyright strike. Joldre with 5 subs to Don 2300, Lyric 5S, the Bay XLR, Draknir 1894, and JC4R. Joldre, appreciate it. Excess milk today. 500 bits from Nixelpad in before Chaz hacks into your stream box and puts up the ending screen himself. I had to briefly think. I was like, wait, I think he can. But no, he can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, wait. Because Chaz has a lot of control over stuff, but he doesn't have control over that. That's one thing he can't do remotely. He can't access the end screen. Now, could he put up a, like... Yet. Yeah, I know. Yet. I'm a little uncertain. He could put up the ending screen as a show, but it would still be, like, under chat. So he can't do that yet. I gotta be careful next time he's here. He'll be tinkering on stuff and be like, what are you doing? He's like, just making sure that you end on time, Steven. I'll be like, what? No! Chaz. Mac Mayhem gives a sub to Milk Boy. That's me. Milk Boy. The boy who doesn't drink milk. Tired Psychopomp 91 with 560 bits. All the milk bombs. Gift subs to Crunch. They left me milk by the stairs. Surprises let me know they care. See, that's a song. What song is that, Mal?
That was a song you were trying to sing earlier.
That's a test. Is it Killer Queen?
Yes.
All the milk bombs. Give subs to Crunch. They left me milk by the stairs. Surprises let me know they care. Dynamite something doot doot. Da da da. Well, what song is that? Aerosmith.
It's the one you were trying to sing earlier. The Blink-182 song. Because it was All the Milk earlier.
Oh, all the milk bombs. Gift subs to Crunch. They left me milk by the stairs. Surprises let me know they care. I did it. There we go. There we go. There we go. I needed a little help. Turns out that's not Killer Queen. Is everyone having a good time?
Chaz, you sure you don't want to learn how to end the stream?
15 months from Spin a Trap. I've been working from home for over a month now, but this is the first stream I've been able to catch because we have a Teams meeting every day at 9 a.m. But today it was canceled. I'm free. My apologies to everyone that is now working from home but still has meetings.
Ugh.
Everyone deserves one of those shirts that says, I survived a meeting that
could have been an email.
Could have been an email. Sorry, I just love it. This is a good song. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Other people have to deal with meetings too. We don't have any meetings.
Chaz wants to start doing meetings, remember?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
A Chaz meeting would be fine. Chaz has been in meetings and understands why they suck. So you have to have people that, like, you know, understand why a meeting is bad, and then you can fix it. Then you can understand better about what's going on. 300 bits from Danny, who says, I'm going to say this again to make you remember that you said it. You're either a milk sub or a milk dom. Now think about your choices. I mean, mere days ago, I said, S in the streets, E in the sheets.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. So clearly this is a downward spiral. I refuse to provide context to any of these things. Danny gives a sub to Aerosmith. Thank you. Thank you. I've been getting texts from Steven Tyler being like, hey, when we gonna get those emotes? And I'll be like, someone might give you a sub, Steven. Danny's on it. Appreciate it. Wouldn't it be great if that's like an official Twitch? Just in case they ever wanted to start streaming. Just maybe. Dr. Luigi51 gives a sub to Milk. With like 4 eyes. It's an appropriate amount of eyes. Joel Dre with 500 bits who just says story time. I can't not do story time.
I know.
It's important. People need stories. It keeps them going.
What's Chaz's rules about storytelling? Don't.
Don't? Does Chaz have rules about storytelling?
Yeah, he does. It's not don't. Everyone says yes. You keep it brief.
Oh, I was thinking like, don't lie? Or don't tell stories if they're about Chaz? Like, I'm like, what rule? Keep it brief. I think my stories are brief.
No.
I think they're brief. I just tell a lot of them. And that's different. That's not the same thing. Sorry. 300 bits from Ollie Thompson Music says, would you ever let's play Minecraft again because so much has changed? Yes. It's not like something that's immediately planned, but it's something Mao and I have talked about, yes. See? I kept it brief. Without jumping into an entire story. 300 bits from Highly and Hero 07. Callbacks to the good old aw, pisses, and dang nabbits from 2012. They're still around. Just a little more infrequent. Did I ever tell the story that the first I'm doing it, ain't I? I'll keep it brief! First time I ever met Patty.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Peekle. Patrick told me, he said, I'm going to be honest. He said, from watching your videos, I thought you had Tourette's. And I said, oh. He said, because I've never heard anyone say piss so much. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if that was where I maybe started my downturn of like, oh, don't say this as much. I don't remember it being that common, but yeah, he told me that. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. But I do remember it being more common.
Yeah,
in my vocabulary at some point. And now it is less. A little bit less. But still, well placed. I think it's fun. 200 bits from Rara Oaks. Rara, thank you. 2 months from Juliet27. Longtime viewer, started with Half-Life 2. A Babby subscriber. Love your and Mouse content. Keep up the good work and thank you for making our lives happier. No problem. Doing our best. And also, shout out to folks that were watching during Half-Life 2. That was 100 years ago.
It was.
It was a long time ago. I miss Half-Life 2, but Dan's been playing Alex, so I've been getting my fill when I tune in a little bit. 500 bits from Silver JD. Was working at home until work got slow and I was demoted. Now I work 8 hours a day where I sit in a tool room doing absolutely nothing since nobody needs anything and there's nobody to talk to.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for giving me a few hours of entertainment in the morning to keep me from going insane. I am so sorry. That sounds terrible. My first thought is like, can you bring a Switch? Can you bring a Game Boy? Can you have something to do? Because that would be sitting in a room for 8 hours with literally nothing to do would be awful. So I'm hoping that there's some level of like entertainment you can either have or sneak in and no one will notice. I hope that's so hard for you, mm-hmm. JD, because that would be hard. It would be very hard. Or yeah, as Becca says, a coloring book. Honestly, I don't think I'd want to color for 8 hours, but would I color? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see, we got 6-month resub from Puddykins. It's double plus. Thank you, Putty. 500 bits from Nixelpad. You know how to make John laugh. I think you mean he knows how to get away with murder. Hashtag it's just an ad. Also, Silver JD says, I bring a Switch every day. GBA when at one point to play Minish Cap. Okay, cool. Whew. I was worried. And yeah, you know, when I'm with John, is it attempted homicide? Who could say? But yes, my favorite thing, I love making people laugh. For some people, it's harder than others. For some people, it's easier than others. But it's always such a joy. Like Chaz is hard to make laugh.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll get a and like I live for that. That's good. I'm like, cool. But like to get him to like actually laugh, that is my high. That is my high, and I live for that if I can get that out of him. So there's some other people that are like that too. John's easier to make laugh than Chaz.
Yeah.
But it's just fun. Chaz can do a sensible chuckle. And then there's other people, I'm not going to name names because
It's great to get Roland to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's other people that are on the other end where like they laugh super easy, and I like hanging around those people because I can just it's
You
very,
don't have to say anything.
It's very low effort on my behalf to just make them just keep laughing. So that's great too. It's either a fun challenge or it's real easy. But I'm not.
Space Vixen.
It's okay. You can just say Josh Jepson. I mean, it's really easy to make Josh laugh. And like the other thing is that Josh's laugh is infectious.
Yeah, it is.
Josh and Jeff, both of them have incredibly infectious laughs. Like, if you make them laugh, then you'll laugh because they laughed. Good laughs. Very good laughs. Where was I? 100 bits from Cassie. Cassie, thank you. 500 bits from Red2006. Given your history with explosives, have you played Bomberman much? My brother and I still love Bomberman 64. Even after all this time, the multiplayer is a hoot. All the best to you, Mount and Cap. I actually haven't played a whole lot of Bomberman. I've played just enough to understand the concept. But I haven't really played much past that. One of the things I've always wanted to do a video on is Bomberman for the Saturn. Because it's 10 player. So it requires 2 multi-taps. And the multi-taps take 5 Saturn controllers. So it would take a Saturn, 2 multi-taps, and then 10 Saturn controllers. It'd be really fun to do. Also, the game is expensive, too. The game is really pricey. So, you know, for a measly, like, $1,000, you could do a video on Saturn Bomberman. So, Heaven Chai has the setup for set. Do you have 10 controllers? That's my thing. Is like, I have a Saturn, and I have some controllers. I might have a multi-tap for the Saturn, I'm not sure. I don't have Saturn Bomberman.
I have over 10.
Heaven Chai, what? What? Okay, so...
Next time.
So next time we're visiting that area.
Yeah.
We'll just bring along a bunch of friends. God, see, that's a fun, but that's the novelty of that is so fun though, because it's like it's a 10-player local co-op game. Oh, local game. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of other stuff that requires that much. I bought all my Saturn stuff in the 2000s when it was cheap. Yeah. Yeah. And like you could the controllers actually, depending on what you're getting, probably wouldn't be that expensive. I believe the only Saturn controllers that are truly pricey are the big ones.
Yeah.
The normal sized ones I think are not that expensive. But the game's pretty expensive now. I would check, but someone will just tell me. Someone check price charting and tell me what Saturn Bomberman is at. And I'll read it in a second. Ollie Thomason Music gives a sub to Tegan Mouse. Thank you, Ollie. And we also have a 713 sub from Lodestar Mage. Lodestar. Appreciate it. I actually got through alerts.
Oh, good, because it was that time. After turnip time.
After turnip time? Kid Shadow asked, everything still works almost 20 years later. The hardest thing with the Saturn is the Saturn itself.
Yeah.
114 loose. How much complete? Asking for a friend. Because the thing about the Saturns in this 370, yeah, there it is. I was like, I knew it was up there. Whew. That's a thing. Because from talking with Roland, Saturns apparently, I think it's the laser in them.
It is, because that's Nicole's always had that trouble.
The laser goes.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it sucks. So Saturns have a tendency to break. Our Saturn still works, as far as I know. Haven't hooked it up in a while. I got it a few years ago, and I played a little bit of Nights into Dreams, and then I haven't touched it.
Didn't I play some stuff with Nicole when she was here? Like, we played Space Channel and Sonic Shuffle.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No, wait. Sonic Shuffle's Dreamcast.
Oh, yeah.
And Space Channel is Dreamcast. If you played the only Sonic game...
That's why I was so confused.
The only Sonic game on Saturn... Well, no, there's two. There's Sonic R and there's Sonic Jam. We don't have Jam.
I was confused. I was thinking of
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast still works. Saturn is the one that gets a little...
Yeah.
It can break. 300 bits from Mr. Incredible Nooblord. Speaking of laughs, let's not forget Steven's high-pitched, hysterical laughter. It is golden. Sometimes things tickle my funny bone. A little bit. Just a little bit. And I can get a laugh in there. A Saturn controller is $30 to $40. See, there's two main types of Saturn controllers. You know what? It's the end of the stream, so I'm going to show them. Actually, I don't know if we have the small one. Do we have the small one?
Yeah, we do.
We have a
Yeah, we do. It came with the Saturn.
Heaven Chai says there's three, so I'm going to default to you. What's the third one?
Well, show yours.
The one that's so memorable, and sometimes people haven't seen if they're not familiar with Saturn stuff, is the...
The round one?
Yeah.
I love the round one.
It's such a weird...
I actually really like it. Like, I wish more things did that. It's so comfortable to hold.
It's such a weird controller. Let me see if I have
the other one?
The 6-button one.
I thought we had a 6-button.
We might. Check it.
Everything is in a dresser right off screen.
It's really not.
Here, give me that one.
Well, let me get the other thing. We got plenty of Dreamcast controllers.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. In fact, I don't know why we have so many. Okay, yeah, we do have a...
I knew we had one.
Okay, I thought we did, but I wasn't sure. So, Heaven Chai, you're going to have to tell me which one we're missing, because when I think of Saturn, I think of two main controllers. So, this is like the standard one. I say standard. I actually don't know a whole lot about the Saturn and the history of which controllers came first. So this is your 6-button one.
It looks like a Genesis one.
It's got A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and it's also got an L and an R. They're not labeled L and R. So that's your normal one. It's got a start button, and then your D-pad. And then the other one that's far more interesting... Kachev says that's Genesis. It does look like a Genesis controller, but it is a Saturn controller. Then the other one that is far more interesting is the analog controller. Heaven Chai says you're missing the Model 2, which is a better directional pad. Ah, I gotta look that up and see what that looks like exactly. So this is the analog one, and it's really hard without having people like touch this themselves to explain how weird the analog stick on this is. It is strange. Like, really, it feels
It reminds
bizarre.
me of the 3DS. Is it no, or the regular DS?
You're thinking of the 3DS, which did like this?
Yes.
But that doesn't work like that.
No, it's kind of like that though.
It's just... It's...
But I like that.
So, and it's got the triggers on the back. I think this came out with Knights.
Yeah, it did.
I believe it came out with Knights, because Knights was... You played it with the analog stick. And I actually remember the very first time that I used this was in like a Babbage's or something when Knights came out, and I got a chance to play it. But there's also a switch at the bottom, which I believe just changes the control from the D-pad to the analog stick, which is the most insane thing. So if you want to use the analog stick, you switch it over and use the analog stick. Yeah, it's wild. So we have two of these. So so we could play. I think we actually got a second one so we could play Sonic R.
Yep, that's why we got
in
it.
the first 20 and have the same controller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and actually, when we got it, it came with a box, and we gave the box back to Roland. So, oh, there's the Mark II. I gotta click that. I want to see this thing.
Oh, that. I've seen it.
Oh, wow, that's remarkably close. Okay, so it just has a D-pad that doesn't suck. It actually, to be honest, all it is, I'm realizing, that D-pad is the D-pad from this.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Okay, so it's basically the same thing, but the start button's a little different. And this D-pad is this. Neat. Anyway, all we gotta get is 7 more controllers and the $375 copy of Saturn Bomberman and 2 multi-taps. Mal? Mal? Then you can summon Shenron. Anyway, 101 bits from Jittery Eagle, as well as a 2-month resub that says keep up the great work. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and end it there so we don't keep Mallory from her her, I was gonna say base caused need for nap, as the base caused it. Got a nap fast. Thank you all so much for being here. No announcements for today.
Stream tomorrow. Don't know what yet.
Yeah, there's going to be a stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then also this weekend, Mal's new painting will be out, which I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Happy that's finally coming out. Vlog, probably. I mean, I don't have it ready because vlogs are caught up right now.
Yeah.
But if I make one today, they'll stay caught up. So it'll probably happen. Probably. I'm like, what happened yesterday? How hard will it be to make? Do I have anything else going on today? A little bit. It'll be alright. It should probably be out today. Seems right. Alright. Have a wonderful Thursday. We will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for a game stream.